Welcome back to Studio 701. And today's well-being's topic is something you might not expect: chiropractors who work on kids and even infants.
That's right. I'm excited to learn all about this. I have an 8-month-old. I can't imagine how much he wiggles when I change his diapers. So, with today's well-being, here's Asher Noel at Pearson Chiropractic in Minot.
Good morning, Studio 701. I'm Asher Noel here at Pearson Chiropractic with Dr. Devanir, and we are talking today about such an interesting topic that I've been so excited for. What are we talking about today?
Absolutely, we're talking about pediatric chiropractic adjustments. So chiropractic care for our patients that are under the age of 18 all the way down to just a couple of days or weeks old.
Wow, and I'm so excited because there's babies all over the place right now today. You were telling me, this is so interesting, how old were your own children the first time they had an adjustment?
Yes, I have 3 babies, and all 3 of them were checked and adjusted within the first about 20 to 30 minutes that they were born. It was really special. Both of their parents are chiropractors, but we just felt like it was such an awesome thing to get to do for our own kids what we do for kids in the community all the time here at the office.
Absolutely. So my best friend had her first baby, and he was so colicky. He was just, something was wrong, and they tried everything, but somebody said take him to a chiropractor.
Yes.
So they did, and he just instantly transformed. So I know firsthand, I've heard that it really works.
Yes.
But it's a little nerve-wracking because I've seen my fiance's chiropractor crack his neck.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we don't do that with the baby.
No, baby, how we adjust a baby is very different from how we would adjust their mom or their dad or older sibling even. Our touch is very gentle. Really, we mostly just use the tips of our fingers to make the adjustment. And I equate the pressure that we use to actually do the manipulation to about the pressure that you would apply to check the ripeness of a tomato. It's very gentle. The kids just love it, and oftentimes they'll fall asleep during the adjustment because it's so relaxing to them. There doesn't have to be a problem to have your spine checked by a chiropractor. Infancy is a time of massive growth and development for these babies. In those first 2 years of life, their spine will double in size. They'll develop the curve in their neck, the curve in their lower back as they start to crawl and to walk. And to just be checked by a chiropractor to make sure that that development is happening symmetrically and the way that it should, so that baby can have the best health possible. So spinal wellness adjustments is what I call that process of just coming in, checking your spine to make sure that we can maintain that state of wellness. Common conditions that we do have parents bring in, you already mentioned colic. That's a really common one that we see parents bring their baby in for. Also reflux, constipation, trouble sleeping at night, maybe a baby's not crawling or walking symmetrically, a foot's turning in, turning out. All of those things there, we can assess the spine and pelvis, see if it's related to the condition, and oftentimes we see a happier, healthier baby afterwards. It's really cool.
Okay, so you would suggest it as preventative, and also maybe if they're struggling with an issue, bring in and let's see what's going on with them. So we can start as young as a couple hours old.
Couple hours old, yep. I've had a couple patients make a stop here on their way home from the hospital, which is wonderful. Other parents feel a little bit more comfortable to wait for whatever reason, getting settled in at home. But I just like to emphasize there doesn't have to be a problem. Preventative and wellness medicine, I think is better. You're catching the problem before it becomes a problem, and it's certainly easier to correct things that way, a whole lot more so when a baby is in pain or has been overtired because they're uncomfortable and not sleeping at night. So both can benefit from getting adjusted. It doesn't matter. When you make an appointment, the first appointment is to do an evaluation, to talk to mom, get the history of how was her pregnancy, how was the delivery, have there been any complications or difficulties, or is this just a beautiful, happy, healthy baby that we want to check out and make sure is growing and developing how they're supposed to be.
That's right. And they stay with you as they do grow and develop, because
Absolutely.
they reach those toddler years where they're bumping and falling and tumbling, and then they reach the years where they start to get into sports.
Well, absolutely. Sitting in school, wearing backpacks, use of technology. We see a lot of some significant posture changes in adolescence now, from looking down at the phone or the iPad or the desk. So all of those things, it's useful, even if it's not causing them pain. Address it now, and then maybe it won't become a problem 10 years down the road when they're older.
That is so neat. And mom and dad obviously can benefit too, because they've got the baby on the hip and the diaper bag
on the other side. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, or the older siblings running around. Absolutely. In our office, we actually have 4 chiropractors, and we see all ages, all different backgrounds. Everybody needs to have their spine checked, and they can come here to have that done. So moms, we see moms while they're pregnant with baby, and then they'll bring baby in after the baby is born. And it's so fun to see the families grow and really just to become a part of their family too along the way.
So it is something for the whole family, and it's a lifelong relationship that you develop with your chiropractor.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, you're absolutely welcome. Back to you, Amber.
And we need to mention how cute that baby was.
Oh, I know.
So cute. This has been Wellbeing, and for more information about services at Pearson Chiropractic, you can visit PearsonChiropracticMinot.com.
And keep it here coming up.